Welcome to the second edition of Tech Talk, right here on Great Dominion TV. You're with me, PK, your host to the most. Every week, we're having this show that just talks about technology, the state of technology across the world, but most importantly, in Malawi. And the reason why we do this is to make sure that you can adjust your life based on how technology is moving. Because it's one thing to be caught unawares, to find that, you wake up next week, you're going to work, but then they're telling you, your work can be done better with technology. So we are trying to make sure that we bring you everything that technology is able to do, everything that it is not able to do, so that you can make the necessary adjustments, whether in your career, whether in your business, or you can find some opportunities that you can actually create businesses for, So this is Tech Talk. Just keep it locked in. Today we have a very special guest in the studio, and I'm going to be getting into it right away. Welcome to the show. And the people would definitely like to know who you are, what you're doing in the tech space, how is your impact in the world and everything else. But first of all, let us start with your name.
My name is Kondwani Mushali.
Kondwani Mushali. And why are you here?
So I'm here today just to talk about tech, because that's the area which I'm passionate about when it comes to how we are in this new era of AI.
Okay, so you work in technology. Do you have a business there, a company? Do you work at some organization?
Yes, I am a co-founder and also a managing director of a company called Nelly Solutions Holdings Limited.
Okay.
Based in Ababiwi.
Ababiwi.
Yes.
So there you have it. The guest for today's show is Kondwani Mushali. He's the managing director and co-founder of Nelly Solutions Holdings. So we're going to be talking about diving deep into what they do and how they are shaping the landscape of technology here in Malawi. Keep it right there. This is Tech Talk on Great Dominion TV, and you're with me, PK. So, Mr. Muhari, what are some of the most important works that you're doing in technology in Malawi?
One of our great product at the moment is called Zateka. Zateka, it's a social network platform whereby we're trying to connect those who are not online yet, because the focus of Zateka is to connect those who are not yet on any platform like Facebook or TikTok or anything else like even Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So because right now in Malawi, I will tell you that it's only 4% of people who are online.
Yes.
So that gives us a huge gap of people who are not on anything. So Zateka is there to be that platform where we can bring in the rest
and connected
people.
That's very interesting, and I think you quote that number, that percentage of 4%. The whole of Malawi, imagine out of 100 people, out of every 100 people, only 4 of them are connected either to TikTok or whatever social media platform they're using. The rest 96 of them are not connected. So what they are trying to do is to make sure that these 96 people can get connected. But how exactly are you doing that? Like how special is this social networking site that makes it possible for the unconnected to get online?
You would agree with me that everyone goes online for a specific purpose. Some they go there to text, to chat with their friends. Some they go there maybe just to read stories. But not really having anything that is relevant to their daily lives. So Zateka is there really to bring in that essential services to the space of social media. So we are trying to actually bring in some services that are essential to Malawians, because this is for Malawians, by Malawians, so we know exactly what Malawians will need. Imagine a platform whereby you have radio inside of your social media platform. You can be able to listen to the radio and be able to upload your music.
Yes.
So that's what we are bringing on the table. When it comes to Zateka, yes.
So with your platform, you have the option to bring in extra services like radio, what else?
Radio, TV, also pharmacies.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy airtime.
Okay.
Inside of that.
So, but let's get to the reason why a lot of people are not connected. I would assume that it's because they don't have the devices, the devices that would enable them to access such services. How different is your social networking site that tackles that problem? Because, for example, the way I'm trying to drive at here is we have, Facebook that can be accessed via feature phones.
Yes.
Right? Because they understand that through smartphones, a lot of people can access it, but not a lot of people have those.
Yeah.
So how are you dealing with this issue?
Yeah. So I would say this. China, before it became the way it is now.
Yes.
It was not the way it is now.
Okay.
So those platforms that they are using at the moment, they come before the phone was even popular. So what we're trying to do is to have the same strategy to say, okay, look, if we are to wait for everyone to have the phones, we'll be late on the market.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
Let's start now while it is still early, so that when these people are catching up with the world, we are already there. We have already made all the mistakes that we can make.
Okay.
We have already made all the studies that we make forward to make sure that our platforms are to the standard that people are looking for.
Yes.
So to address the issue of people not having smartphones, really it's not our problem. Our problem is to have what they will use when they have the smartphones.
Okay.
Yes. So because we know that they will have it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because
Yes.
like 2 years ago in Malawi we had about 2.5 million smartphones users. Now the number is growing. So that's where we're going. So
Okay.
we are trying to focus to the future
Okay.
by starting now. Yes.
So apart from these extra services that you have on Zatega,
Yes.
what else would make me leave Facebook and choose Zatega? Like, what are your unique selling points?
Number one, Zatega is a Malawian platform.
Yes, which is great, by the way. We should be
Yes.
proud of this guy.
Yes, because you agree with me that most people, they have lost their accounts to hackers. And it's very difficult for you to get it back if once that happens to you.
Yeah.
What do? You open another account on Facebook because
And then you lose your followers.
Then you lose your
all
followers,
the
you
data. Yeah, that's
with that
that's real.
Zatega, we are go away, right? So you lose your account, we get it back for you.
Oh, so you provide the technical support.
Yes, we are go away.
And this is very important. I think I just need to stress it. There's a lot of celebrities. I've been hacked. Well, again, I've lost access to my account, so I need to create a new one. So follow the next page. So people sometimes get tired, like, I followed you on this page, I have to follow you on another page as well. Good luck with that, brother. So with this Zatega, they say it's 100% Malawian, which is something that we should be proud of, as I said before, because what they're saying is, if you get attacked, if your page gets attacked, you can call them and they'll be there at your service to help you recover the account. You don't have to lose any data, which is, I think, a very, very strong, unique point.
Yeah.
Do you have any other points?
Yes, so again, Zatega is not noisy.
It's not noisy.
Yes. Right now, Facebook is commercial because they are bombarding you with a lot of ads. That's how they make money.
Exactly.
And that's okay. But then, Zatega is very quiet because
Very
we
quiet.
are focusing on connectivity, not advertising as per se. We are focusing on connectivity. So you get what you get on any platform, but with less noise.
But how do you make money out of Zatega? Before I ask you this question, I need to get ahead of myself and just ask you, what's your revenue generation model? Like, how do you plan to make money with Zatega?
Okay, so Zatega, as I told you, that it has essential services.
Yes.
Right. So our model, we have two models. Number one, we have Zatega is for free, but again, it has other paid plans
Premium
that
plans.
you can be able to get to. Now, number one is if you want to sell on Zatega, because we have a marketplace, which you can sell in Maya and Kwasha, by the way.
Oh, okay. It's not US dollars.
So when you are on Zatega, if you want to sell your product on Zatega, you must have a premium account.
Premium account.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very cheap, by the way.
So you can sell with a normal account.
Why?
Okay.
Because we want to protect our users from hackers.
Okay.
If you have a premium account, we will know exactly who you are.
How?
because your account will be verified. You cannot say anything on the Tega if your account isn't verified.
So
So
you have control.
Yes, to verify you, we will ask for your ID.
National ID.
Yes, your ID and a few other things. That okay, this is indeed you.
Ah.
Now your account will have access to sell things on the Tega. Besides that, you can sell.
Okay.
So if you want to sell the Tega, you must have an account that's a premium account, right? And I know most people, they want to sell things.
Yes.
And that's one of our revenue models.
That's great actually, because I think one of the things that I also have come to dislike Facebook these days is there's a lot of noise.
Yeah.
This one is posting this, like there's no control. So what they're saying is for you to post, you need to have a premium account. I'm not going to ask how much it is because we are not trying to sell their products here. But if you become a premium member, what they're saying is they are going to verify all your details. So they have your national ID account and where you're staying and all this kind of stuff. Not exactly your house, but they will know who you are. So if you do something on the platform, that means they can trace you. So I think that really helps in control the security.
Yes.
This person is not going to just mess around with other people's data, which is impossible to be done on Facebook now because it's a global platform.
And it's too much.
It's just too much. So somebody can have so many accounts just masquerading as different people. Okay. So how much is the traction now? How would you?
Right now, we are on 500 something.
500 people.
Yeah.
All right. That's
we are
not
growing.
bad.
Yes, we are growing. We had a setback, but now we are back on track.
Okay.
Yeah. So why we are not really doing much of marketing is because we want to make all the mistakes before we go public.
Okay. So you have a lot of
yes.
users.
So that when people are coming, we know that okay, this one. Yeah, we know why this is happening.
Okay.
Right. So we are trying to keep it closer at the moment, to try to fix whatever we can fix at the moment that we are facing. Well, we are facing other challenges that are coming. But again, it's how you learn.
Yes.
Okay? Because the Facebook before it is now, I think you know the story of Facebook.
I know the story.
So again, every tech giant, they have their own stories.
Yes.
Before they be who they are. So maybe one of the issues that we're having is people expecting the data to be as perfect as Facebook, which is impossible because we had to make all the mistakes.
Exactly, because they have a lot of years to learn from. But that's a good strategy. Take things a little slow, have a few users at first, see how the unique needs of every user are met, and then you can adjust and then you can go public. So we wish you all the best with Zatega. What is the URL, by the way? How do we access it?
Zatega.net.
Zatega.net. So the spelling is
without an H.
Without an H.
Yes.
Why Zatega? Because now it doesn't sound Arabic.
Yes, it's Zatega, but we have some people who don't. If I bring in someone from other countries or from America, I say Zatega and I say Z-A-T-H, Zatega. So it don't sound good.
But why would you change the name based on what other people that are not from Malawi might say when the thing is meant for Malawians?
Okay, so it's not just like we're targeting Malawians. We're targeting everyone who can use Facebook, who can use streaming platform. But for Malawians, the name is Malawian. It's Zatega, but the spelling is Zatega.
Just to avoid the Zatega.
Zatega pronunciation.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mushali, for that. We're going to take a very short break, and then when we come back, we're going to get into the other side of what Natech Solutions is doing to try to shape the landscape of Malawian technology. See you in a minute. Welcome back to TechTalk. You're with me, your host PK, and today, as I said, we are having a special guest in the show. This is our very second episode, by the way, and the very first guest to bless our studios on this show is none other than Kondwani Nay Mushali, who is the managing director and co-founder of Natech Solutions Holdings. So, And in the first segment, we were talking about this social networking site that you have called Zateka, and how it's unique, how the unique value proposition is different from what the prevailing social media are, like Twitter and Facebook. But then, when we started this show, TechTalk, even the preceding episodes, we are focusing on artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Because it has just started a fire worldwide because of the potential impact that it can have on the world, jobs and everything else. So you spoke before we came on the show.
Yes.
You spoke that you're doing some work on artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I am dying to hear what you guys are doing and how you think it's shaping the landscape.
Correct. So AI really, it has brought out of noise. Good one, if you ask me, because it has again bring to light the many issues that are coming out in terms of technology. Because I always tell people that life is in ages. We had industrial age where people like Rockefellers making their money with railway and stuff.
Random payments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we had information age now whereby Bill Gates and Zuckerberg making their money out of that. But now, this is the new age, the age of AI, whereby everything now is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Right? It has been coming so slowly, but now it has hit us with the coming of ChatGPT. Yeah. So my thoughts really on AI is that it's a new thing. It's a new
thing. Yes.
It's a new age that we are.
Okay.
And we have to embrace it with both hands, and we are doing that.
What kind of work are you doing? In this area?
AI is everything, but what we are focusing on is on education.
Education.
Yes, because this is where we are cooking hymns from Malawi. Yeah, if you go in many offices today and if you ask people about technology, most of them they are full of technology. But if we can start from the early age, this generation that is in school right now, they will be very much conversant with technology. So that's where we're focusing. Our work is in AI, but in text, in kind of space.
Okay.
Yeah.
How specifically?
Okay. So we are specifically focusing on the teacher management, as well as learners side.
Okay.
How can they learn using AI?
Okay.
And how can AI make the teacher's job easier and fun? By the way,
you're not going to replace them?
No, actually, teachers are integral part of the education system. They can never be replaced.
They can never be replaced.
No.
Okay.
No. We can try, but not.
Okay.
Every learner needs a human touch.
A teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Teachers are there to be those human touches. So AI is here not to replace anyone or teachers, but to make them more relevant. Yeah.
That's very interesting. How has been the response so far? Since you're working with the grassroots, the actual teachers, the actual learners, what do you think their perspectives are when it comes to the potential role that AI can play in their learnings and teachings?
So we had a survey in about 5 schools just recently, trying to establish fact finding on the concept. What is there? It's sad that most people don't know about AI.
They don't.
They don't.
Yes.
Right?
That's the reason why we started this show. One of the reasons why we started this show.
Yeah, people don't know about AI, and but what we did was to give them 9 possible solutions that AI can do to help them do their work easier and learners to learn easier and faster. So they were surprised that that's possible, right? But all those ideas that we gave them, they're possible. They're AI solutions. So the findings really is that people don't know, but they would love to see what we give them as solutions with AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't have a negative feeling towards what AI can do.
No.
They're ready to embrace it.
From what we have discovered
From your survey, yes.
because it's different from just hearing people saying ABCD. But if you go there and have this talk with these people, they don't know what it is at the moment.
Okay.
But from what we showed them, they are very eager to see how it can help them to make their job easier, and how it can help them to help teach their learners as well. Because our focus really is in public primary schools, not in private schools.
Oh, okay.
Public primary school, they are having a lot of problems in their work because of congestion. You know, they have a lot of students in schools as compared to teachers. So teacher ratio is very high.
Very high.
So we want to try to automate some of the things that they do every day with AI, so that it can give more time to do their core job,
the actual work.
Teaching.
Yes.
Right. So these people they do every day some tasks that they do every day that needs more time than teaching. So we want to try to take those tasks, automate them, and give them their role, which is teaching.
Yeah, I think that's actually smart. So you being somebody who is doing something in the tech space, and especially with AI, you know how AI has pretty much divided public opinion in three main groups. You know, there are people who are saying, no, this is demonic, to hell with it, we don't want to have anything to do with it. There are some, the proponents of it, like yourself, no, this will help you, this will do it. And then there are some who are still like, you know, on the fence. So they're like, you know what, this seems good, but I think it needs more regulation and this like. As a person, as a citizen of the world, not as a business person, I want to talk to you as a citizen of the world. When you've looked at what AI is able to do, you know, starting from graphical generation with text-based content generation, music and video, what are your thoughts on AI? Is it something that you would recommend? Is it something that you would say, no, it should stop? Or is it something that you should say, like, well, let it come, but let it come on these conditions?
I think AI should come.
It should come.
Must come.
Must come.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already here, by the way. So
of course.
Yes. So I would say AI is a tool, not a weapon.
It's a tool, not a weapon. That's a nice phrase. I might use it next time.
It's a tool that is there to be used.
Okay.
To achieve something good.
Okay.
It's like a knife. Every house in Malawi has a knife.
Needs a knife, yes.
They have one. One or two, maybe three.
Some bachelors may not have a knife.
But they borrow one. So, to use it as a tool, the same tool can be used as a weapon to kill someone with a knife.
Exactly.
It's dangerous at the same time, but it's useful.
Okay.
Right? In its own right. So the same with AI. Some people they say AI is dangerous to a lot of things, maybe private data, you know, and other things. But maybe some will say it's stealing their jobs.
Yes.
But it's not. I think people say the same thing at the beginning of when the computer was invented.
Yes.
People think now
it's going to take away.
But look at it now. It has even made more jobs. People like me, right? We are working in tech sector because of computers. So I feel like AI is good for the world. It's bringing new jobs and it's improving the current jobs.
Okay, there we're going to have a prolonged discussion because yes, there is, you know, I know a lot of people who didn't go to school, who didn't get a degree, but because they were skilled maybe in graphic design, so they learned them how to do Photoshop by themselves, you know, these tools from Adobe, and they started making a killing out of it. Some of them created companies out of it, started creating, you know, getting booked on for weddings, or photographs and stuff like that. But there is a flip side to that with AI, because now AI allows the everyday person, lay people like me, to go online and tell it to create a photo for me, and I can specify exactly how that photo should look.
Yeah.
Say, okay, I need somebody, an African person with bald head like me, as you can see, with, side beards and high contrast, in cartoon format, in whatever format I want. That takes away the need for a graphic artist. Because if I'm creating a book, I don't need to hire a graphic artist if I can just go online and just create this for myself. How do we balance between the amount of jobs that it creates, AI creates, and the amount of jobs that it takes away? Because there was a report that came out last year that said about 800 million jobs are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the number of jobs that it can potentially create, but I just want us to have a discussion around that. How do we create a balance and how do we explain?
Great. So, I'll tell you a story. In the medieval time, I like history.
Okay. Just like me.
Right.
Yeah.
The Bible was in Greek and in Hebrew. So, and it was only found with the priests.
Yes.
Not everyone else.
Yes.
It was kept secret. Right? But
very few copies.
Martin Luther, when he came in, he tried to make it public by bringing information age.
He got banned for it.
Yes. He almost, but he ran away. So that brought issue to be, okay, everyone must have the Bible. It should be open.
Yes.
What the priests were afraid was that they will be in middleman. Once everyone has the Bible,
yes.
So everyone will be a priest.
They will not be coming to them for his interpretation.
It's the case now. We still have monks, we still have priests, we still have pastors. Yeah, so when there is a new thing that's going to enhance people's lives, at first, people are always afraid because they don't have an idea what's next. But human beings have this tendency of evolving with time.
Yes, adjusting.
And adapting to changes. So AI, I feel and I believe that with time, it will create even better jobs than they are now. Now, if you are a graphic designer and you think AI is replacing you, you must upskill. Simple as that. Because even to use AI, you need a skill.
Okay.
To use it the right way.
Yes.
Right?
You need a skill, definitely. You
can't
just go there.
To create right prompts.
Even the ChatGPT, you can just go there.
You can
crappy content.
It'll give you wrong things, right?
Yeah.
So you must have. So that's a new job for you. Right?
So for example, now I can say,
Yeah.
okay, I teach people how to create prompts.
Nice
So
prompts.
that's a new job.
So you can actually create prompts for education. I sell that.
Prompts for just
Yeah.
exactly.
I do prompts for designing. Right? So
yeah,
that's
you got me right there.
Yeah, so people should be able to look at that angle to say, because what it did when Luther made the Bible for everyone, it gives people power and it gives the job for the priest to be easier because they can preach less, people will go and read it again and have more understanding. The same with this. So I can actually know if you are doing something wrong.
Yes.
If I give you a job to do for me design, I will know, this is not right.
This is
what I
poor quality,
right?
Yeah.
Because I know what's on the market, what's there.
So now you can hold these people accountable because you know the standards.
Yes.
Yes. That's very interesting.
So you have to upskill yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. As a country, we need to have strategies that helps us, deal with this AI evolution properly. I think definitely we need to make adjustments as a country. Because there are issues to do with deep fake videos, right? So somebody takes my face and uses it to create a deep fake video that shows me getting arrested or maybe me doing some nasty stuff. I don't do nasty stuff, by the way. But somebody can just paint me because I have my face and I'm active on social media, so they easily get access to my photos. What do you think, and that's just one example, but just even the example of work, of jobs, what do you think can be done on a country level, on a national policy level, to make necessary adjustments? So bodies like MACRA, the Ministry of Information, all these things. what adjustments do you suggest should be made so that we properly deal with AI, so that nobody really gets hurt?
Yeah. Okay. Number one, I would say education retraining programs.
Education retraining programs. Okay, please expand.
Now, government really can invest in education and retraining initiatives to equip individuals, right, with the skills needed for the evolving job market.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, as you are saying, that someone is a typist. So this job will be gone then.
Yeah, that
Right?
one.
Someone, you know. So
there's nothing we can do about
yeah.
it.
So and these are people who are in the office right now. That job is
Making a
fine.
living out of it.
Yeah. So how can the government help these people? Be training them to have new skills.
Yes.
Okay.
To add to their resume.
Yeah. So this really can involve the STEM system education, like whereby we talk about science, technology,
Yes.
engineering, and mathematics.
So they can integrate into the curriculum.
Yes, this should be the core foundation of our system of education.
Okay.
So people should be able to know this, and the training will be done that way. Number two, I would say collaboration between the private sector and academia.
And academia.
Yes.
Okay.
So encouraging collaboration between industry leaders and academia can facilitate the development of AI technologies.
Okay.
Okay, that align with the society needs.
Okay.
Yeah, because not every AI is good for the society.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So by this collaboration between the academia and the people like us in the private sector, it can help to build AIs that are relevant to society. Like the one that I was talking about in education sector.
Yes.
You know, trying to help the teachers to do better. So those are the things that can be done.
Okay.
Yeah. Number three, I would say the collaboration between public and private sector.
Public and private sector.
Yes. So
Okay.
this can promote responsible AI adoption. Right? Because Malawi, I will tell you this, we are one of the least countries to adopt new things.
Of course. Yeah. Adoption rate is
we want to learn to wait and everyone else
has caught up and
now it's good.
We like
you know?
to do the tortoise way.
Yeah. Kenya is number one in Africa. They are good at adopting new things.
Yeah.
Malawi is one of the last five. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see, right?
Yes.
So I would say the collaboration between private and public sector can promote responsible AI adoption. Okay. So government can work closely with industry leaders to establish best practices.
Best practices.
Yeah.
All right.
Also share knowledge and develop standards.
Mhm.
You know, that can be prioritized with the well-being of society.
Yes.
And address the potential risks.
All right, I think you've nailed it right on the head right there. Government collaboration with private sector and, government retraining programs for these, people that just get stuck with one skill. We've run out of time.
Yes.
And I'm so thrilled with the conversation that we've had today, but I wanted to give you this opportunity to give us closing remarks in whatever work that you're doing, your thoughts that I might not have asked about, but anything else that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
This is
Thank you so much. Now, it is very crucial, by the way, for policymakers, as you are saying, and leaders, and the public, to engage in the ongoing conversation to address AI potential risks or negative impacts, and continuously adapt and define strategies as the technology evolves. It's very important for us to have that conversation going.
yes.
Now, I didn't mention that on the Tega, you can record music, audio music. Right? Yes.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That's not allowed on Facebook. You have to have videos. But on the Tega, I can promote, add, or post the audios of you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, another thing that we're doing at our company is we have a online resource center.
Online resource center.
It's called Athlete.
Okay.
athletemw.com.
Afraid. Okay.
So Athlete really, it's about we're trying again. We are very patriotic to our country. So what we're doing is to Malawians, informations. It's very difficult now, if you're a student out there or someone who's doing research, to find local content online.
Okay.
Yeah, so Apple is there to be that bridge between the content makers, like researchers, institutions, and those who are looking for the information. So that they can be able to reference or read about that particular item.
Yes.
Like yesterday, the Minister of Mining just launched the plan, I think, for mining stuff. That document needs to be
accessed by people, yes.
Yes. Athletes will have it. So that's what we're doing again, to try to bring the gap of information. Because we are trying to say free access to one information, but what is the information?
Right? We don't have it. You know, people don't have access to the 2063 vision.
So, but if you go on Athlete, it's there. So you need to have those kind of things available. So as our company, we are trying to have that.
Yes.
So we have built Athlete to give access to people to information. So to schools, companies can upload their content on Athlete, and access can be given to individuals who are looking for those kind of information.
All right, there you have it. If you need documents, papers that are presented related to whatever field, you can go to afraidmynw.com, and then you can find it there and download it and just keep yourself in the know. We've been blessed to have Mr. Kondwani today just talk about his work and artificial intelligence and the Afri platform. And next week we are having another guest that has been talking about some of the things that they are doing also in Malawi. See you in the next episode of Tech Talk right here on GDTV. Until next time, peace.